Day 39 of my journey. I defeated Sin the Slumbering Dragon, and I acquired the first of 3 crowns needed to become a true monarch in Vendrick's eyes. And today, my journey has led me here to this ashen wasteland. And this place is called Brume Tower, so I'm kind of curious what I'm going to see here today. If I were to take a guess, it's probably going to be related to the old Iron King. So, let's go on forward. What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. My name is Azurblade, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Today, well, first off, I'm introducing this thing. This is what you use the smelter wedges for. Just jab it into this thing's heart. And after a couple seconds, it collapses and you get the soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. You can't do anything with this soul just yet. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, who renounced her flesh and wandered Brume Tower. When Nadalia came to this land, the king she sought was no longer there. Dispirited, she forsook her own soul and clung to the heirlooms of the old king. This is only a fragment of a soul and cannot be used in this state. Yep. And that's what you're going to be doing in this DLC is... I almost fell down there. That would have sucked. But yeah, this is what you need to do is go around and jamming the smelter wedges into those weird things, which I'm assuming are just parts of the spirit of Nadalia. Now here we got the dexterity ring, which this is an interesting ring. It's self-explanatory. It increases your dexterity when you put it on, so that's helpful, I guess. But yeah, Brume Tower is very treacherous because you gotta go down a lot of pathways that involve dropping down. And because Dark Souls 2 is quirky, sometimes you'll roll forward when you don't want to when you drop down. And not only that, but the actual normal enemies in this place are no joke either. These guys will mess you up if you're not careful. Also, here's a fun factoid of information for you guys. This is the area that I learned that you could be greatsword parried. Because of my first ever playthrough of this game, I was using the Pursuer's Greatsword. Because I liked how fast it attacked. And I got invaded at the very beginning of Brume Tower, and I got Greatsword parried. And I'm dead because I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, and those guys showed up. Lovely! Okay, let's be a little smarter about this. Let's take these guys out first, and then go get that soul back. Because I don't want to lose my souls. I don't have too many of them, but I still don't want to lose them. But yeah, this is the place where I got Greatsword parried for the first time. And I got one shot. And then the guy proceeded to send me a message saying that I was the easiest kill he had ever gotten. So, you know, that made me feel great about myself. But yeah, that experience it kind of made me hesitant to summon people or cooperate with people online in Dark Souls for a while, if I'm going to be honest. Because I had had a rough time going through this game already. And then I get Greatsword parried and then insulted. It was a very, very unpleasant time. It also doesn't help that this was 2015 when this happened, so my depression was really bad at that point. So yeah, that wasn't a fun experience. And eventually, I grew out of that mindset eventually though, so. Yeah, this is just something I want to say. Anyone that says that you're worse at the game for summoning to defeat a boss, just ignore them. It doesn't matter. To me, Dark Souls is at its most fun when you're playing with friends anyway, so just anyone that's like, ew, you're using magic, or ew, you're doing this, I find them insufferable. So just ignore those people. All they'll do is just make the game less fun. Now for this part, what I would highly recommend doing is equipping your alluring skulls, because believe it or not, there's an enemy in this DLC that is affected by them. And it is these guys. They cannot help themselves and will attack the alluring skull. So while you're jabbing this thing with the smelter wedge, then they will no longer be buffed by that thing. So there you go. That's a fun nugget of information from me to you. It'll help make this DLC a lot easier too, because I've seen many people struggle with this place because they don't know that. And they'll try to take out those enemies when they're buffed. It's generally not a good idea. So you want to keep alluring skulls equipped. Now let's pull that lever and open this here door. And something of note is that these ash people, I just fell to my death. Wow. Okay. You can't fight gravity, John. Okay, let's not fall off the edge this time. Now, there's going to be some enemies that spawn behind you when you go down here. So you want to take care of them. Oh, here's the other one. And then you go over here and get this here item, which is Lloyd's Talisman. And you got the most obvious illusion wall in the entire game. If you can't find this one, then I'm sorry, I can't help you there. And we have ourselves 2 treasure chests. Inside the first treasure chest is old Radiant Life Gems and the Wilted Dusk Herb. Very helpful stuff. Inside treasure chest number 2 is just some soul vessels. And we got these urns here again, so roll into them if you want extra fire defense. It's always helpful to have that. So now we just continue on forward. And we're already getting pretty far down this thing. So let's open this here door. Yaw! And this area's introduction of this gimmick. If you have any fire arrows, use them on these hollows at the bear. Are these lacerating arrows? They sure are. As I was saying, use fire arrows. And get your eardrums blown out. Holy crap, that was loud. That... oh, I'm gonna have to turn that one down in post. And you get some black fire bombs from them sometimes, so that's nice. Now, you got this guy over here. So what you want to do is wait for him to get close. And miss, because you're just so amazing at this game. And you can take him out, no problem. Those archers, well, this archer guy that I just killed is very dangerous, so you want to be careful. Okay, let's do this. Ow! That's really freaking loud. Oh, that hurt. And now we go down here, so just go down this here ladder. And you got another enemy here waiting for you. So just take care of him like yesterday's garbage. And drop down here because you're impatient. You got one guy here and another in the corner over here who will throw fire bombs at you. It's not very nice. And we got ourselves a treasure chest, and it's not a mimic. And I also learned that this thing doesn't destroy treasure chests in a single hit. Castus plus 8. Alright, so if you want to punch things really hard, there you go. And now for the most rude bonfire in this entire game. These are the same statues that spat out fire in Old Iron Keep and earlier in this place. And they put a bonfire between 6 of these things. I'm not gonna lie, my first playthrough, I hesitated to light that bonfire for a really long time. And who could blame me? I wouldn't want to light that thing. I'd probably get burned alive if I did. Now you got yourself another chest over here. So what do we got? Ow! That was not nice. We have Twinkling Titanite. That's helpful stuff. Now we can go over this way to the fog wall. So, here we go. So far this doesn't seem too bad, right? Oh, trust me, it's about to get a lot harder. Next you want to come over here, and you want to go into those. Because it'll lower your fire defense, which is very, very helpful. Now just drop down here, and don't kill this guy. Instead, punch him down here. And then, I think there's an item over here. Let me see. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's just a door. A door that we will not be opening for a very long time. So, with that being said, you want to go over this way. Because in this next room, past all these dead bodies, is even more of these guys with the barrels. So, here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to close this door so they can't get out of here. And then, you just lure them into the hole down here. Get down there. Okay, that's one. Now you want to take these other two and lure them into the hole as well. So this might take a while because these guys are very weird. They have very weird AI, so hurry up. Get a move on. Get a move on. Go. Not that way, you buffoon. Oh, right. They can actually attack you with the barrel. That's funny. Okay. Over this way. What? What do you mean that's not working? Okay. Oh, no. Get up there. Get up the ladder. Okay, good. I'm alive. I'm going to take a sip of the old flask. And I'm going to do what I should have been doing from the beginning. And that is pushing him there myself. One more time. Okay. Now for your buddy over here. Just go over this way, please. Go towards the hole. There you go. Okay, you're really testing my patience. Get over there. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Almost there. One more time. Not that way. Just get in there. Thank you. And now that they're all down there, what you want to do is throw an alluring skull down here. And then the enemies will go towards it. Yep, there he goes. I'll throw another one. Get down there. Go towards it. I know you want to. And then... yeah! What? What do you mean that missed? Oh, this game and its inconsistencies. And there you go. There's some big damage. And now we could just take care of this guy with... oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's thinking with the old noggin right there. And now that that guy is gone, I could just take care of this guy, no problem.
What the fuck?
Ow! I forgot that exploded if you hit it normally. That's kind of annoying. Flame Quartz Ring +3. That's always helpful. Now let's just wait for this black firestorm to stop. And then jam the smelter wedge in there. Just jam it right there. There we go. Now just wait for it to crumble apart. And there's your next bride soul. Now we can open this here door with this lever. Ow! Why is that so freaking loud? Okay. Now that I'm done with that place, relatively simply I might add, now we got more archers. So let's take care of them. They're a lot more tanky than the normal soldiers, so be careful of that. Large Titanite Shard, Dried Root, and Twinkling Titanite. Now for this next part, what I would recommend doing is put on the Thunder Quartz Ring +3 from the previous DLC, or the +2 if you don't have the +3 one, because those lightning balls really freaking hurt. They are some of the strongest attacks you'll deal with in the DLC. Okay, now get down there. Now it doesn't seem too bad at first. It didn't really do all that much damage. But that AoE one is the one I'm really worried about. So let's take care of this guy over here. There we go. And sure, why not? I'll let you use the AoE one. Just go ahead and do it. You know you want to. Nope, that wasn't it. Just hit. There it goes. Yeah, they got that attack too. That's cool. I actually didn't know about that one. Okay, they're dead. But the AoE attack from earlier can hit you multiple times, so do watch out for that. It's not the worst attack in the world, but it can do a decent amount of damage. Now, I'm going to jump down this way because I want to see if there's anything over here. As I've never bothered going this way. Nope. You could just get the drop on the enemies from here, so let's see. Let's drop down here and take care of this guy first. Okay, good. He's down, and now I can deal with these guys over here. Yaw! Nice. That's some decent damage. And down he goes. No! Now, the one thing about these guys that is helpful is that the recovery time between swings is very slow. So you can get backstabs on them pretty easily if you know what you're doing. And because critical hits are so strong in this game, it'll most likely kill them, so that's helpful. Now you just want to get more of these items and backstab these nerds. Nice. Now, let's see, what else do we got? Any more items? Yep, we got Soul of a Great Hero. Excellent. And that's all she wrote for this part. So let's continue on forward. Over this way. Now, you can go to the left there, but I would not recommend it just yet. Instead, what you want to do is go here, because over this way, just go over this way first, because if you keep going, there is a, drumroll please, bonfire! Haha! Now that I've got this here bonfire, now I'm gonna go over there and be extremely stupid, because this next area is awful, and it's for one reason and one reason only. I don't intend to complete it just now. If I die trying to do this, then so be it. I'm just gonna give this one solid attempt, and then if it fails, well, then I'll keep this for later. Oh yeah, there's an item over here. I forgot about this. You got the raw stone. Okay, that's nice. Are they following me? Does not look like it. Okay, now for this next part, what I would recommend doing is putting on the Ring of Soul Protection. Oh, you did follow me down here. Okay, then. I need you to go away now. Thank you very much. But yeah, put on the Ring of Soul Protection. Just trust me on this. You'll be glad you did this. Also, we're definitely floating on this chain. And there it is, Maldron the Assassin. One of the most annoying invaders in this entire game. There they are. Because they don't fight you. They run away. Well, they typically run away. Oh. Backstab him. Come on. There we go. Nice. I might be able to take him out. So let's do a power attack. I think I'm going to be able to take him out. Yep. Alright. That's a major relief right there. I was very, very nervous coming over here because that guy runs away and you got to chase him down these stairs. And you get 2 bonfire aesthetics. So now that we've chased him to the grave, let's see, what was he gonna run towards? Well, first off, there's these guys over here, which we're gonna throw firebombs at you. And next, how in the world did that miss? Can you please explain that to me, game? That did not make any freaking sense. Let's jump over here, because this place petrifies you. No, it doesn't. It just curses you. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought it would be. But these guys do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna take a double sip of the flask. Okay, now let's take care of you. And thankfully, human effigies will get rid of the curse effect, so cursing is not nearly as bad in this game as it is in the first one. Now, these ghost archers don't actually die properly. You gotta do something first. Let's see. Where is it? Nope, no illusion wall in here. And you can already hear what it is we gotta do. So with that being said, let's just run over here and toss an alluring skull over here so that guy does not bother me. Now, get in there. And I'm just gonna tank the curses. Ow! Okay, that hurt. But now that the statue is gone, that was just plain freaking rude. One nice thing, though, is that because I used that ring of sacrifice, I didn't lose my souls, so I don't have to worry about getting them. Now let's pop 2 life gems and then get a plunge attack. Or not, because plunge attacks are abysmal in this game. Oh, come on. Alon Great Bow plus 5. So there you go. If you want a Great Bow that's upgraded, there you go. Now let's get a backstab on this guy and get shot in the foot because these guys are rude. And don't worry if you die next to these statues because the souls do not disappear. So that's one nice thing about this place at least. And you're probably wondering what was at the bottom of this place. Well, besides a bunch of enemies, so let's take care of them first. I don't think so. Ugh, nice. I'm gonna go up here real quick. And I'm gonna take an Estus Flask break because I'd rather not die. Oh, plunge attacks. How awful you are. Ugh. Nice, I got both of them with that. And down they go, 2 for the price of 1. Now, with no more interruptions, what's inside this treasure chest at the bottom of this tower? It is the Majestic Greatsword. Majestic Greatsword, huh? Let's see this Majestic Greatsword. An ancient greatsword of unknown origin. This sword was passed down through generations until it reached Gordon, wandering knight of Ferosa, and was lost upon his death. Uncannily, every last one of the prominent swordsmen who inherited this weapon was left-handed. Yep. And you need 20 faith, 20 intelligence, 25 strength, and 25 dexterity to use this thing. This thing looks really familiar, though. This is Artorias' sword. I fought a guy named Artorias before. Yeah, he was a blue knight. Fighting the abyss? I think? I can't really tell. But I know I've seen this sword before. And the name Artorias comes to mind. I must have fought him in those brief glimpses of those flashbacks. I must have fought him there. Huh. I wonder what the deal with that is. Oh well. There's nothing I can really learn about it now. Let's just go back to the bonfire. And back to Let's Player mode, I'm going to end it here. Next time on Dark Souls 2, we will continue exploring Brume Tower. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.